There are two kinds of people in this world. The people who fail to do what they know they should, and those who keep doing things they know they shouldn't. Guess what? You're both. Hi, I'm your podcast host and life and business coach, Marcy Barker, aka your loving kick in the pants. In this podcast, I'll teach you the 6 steps of my accountability code framework that will enable you to wake up with clarity and show up with aligned action steps that make follow through easy and peaceful. When you're ready for more, head to marcybarker.com and we'll chat about your next goal. All right, let's dive in.
Hello, my beautiful people. I could not sleep last night. You want to know why? I'm speaking to a large group of women. When you're listening to this, it's actually today, but for me, it's tomorrow. And I'm so excited. And I'm a little bit nervous, but mostly I'm excited. I sent off my slides and they've just been going through my head over and over and over again. And I just keep thinking of all the ways, all the things that I teach with the accountability code. But one of my friends, we're doing the Community to Cash Challenge inside of the Boss Minded Facebook group right now. And so there's a ton of people making their introduction posts. And throughout the week, they'll be making the rest of their posts to learn marketing strategies to make cash. But in her introduction post, she said that she did stand-up comedy once, and that's like so far out of her comfort zone. But she saw other people do it, and she's like, I can do that. So my brain has been going of like, what jokes can I put into my speech? Because you guys, I am actually a funny person, but I don't ever try to put jokes in my talks. I just talk, and sometimes it's funny. But I also am like, okay, if I speak tomorrow, what jokes am I going to put in there? You guys, I have no idea what's going to pop out of my mouth because I just talk. I get up and talk. I'm prepared. And luckily, I have a videographer. She's been taking care of me since I moved here to South Carolina. And so we're working on my speaker reel, and she has recorded entirety of my talks. And so tomorrow she's going to do the same thing too. So I'm really excited about that. But I was thinking about when we're nervous or we're scared or we're excited, those are actually really good feelings. And you've probably heard that being nervous and being excited is actually the same physical response within your body. And this is a very good example of what it feels like to grow in business. You should be having those feelings of like, I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm also excited. And as I've been enrolling people in my Accountability Accelerator that's starting soon, that is a good indicator that they're making the right choice when they're a little bit nervous and excited. Because imagine you were going to have somebody for the next 8 weeks ask you about your goals regularly. Somebody's going to be writing them down, and you're going to be reporting on your goals to a coach and to a group about why you did or didn't do your commitment items. Like, that's a little bit scary, but it's also really exciting because how many people need that? They need the loving kick in the pants to start taking action on their goals. So I wanted to ask you, when's the last time you felt nervous and excited about something in your business? Because if you are growing your business and you're avoiding those feelings, I guarantee you are not growing. You're not growing at all, because nervous and excited, those help you know something is changing, and hopefully something is changing for the better. And that's what's needed in business to grow. It is absolutely needed. And if you guys don't know yet, the clock on my book, The Accountability Code, it is set to 5:55. And when I have my hoodies that I give to all of my mastermind and retreat attendees, there's a clock on the side and it's set to 5:55. And 5:55 is a number that means change is coming. And have you ever been startled by an alarm when it goes off and you're like, oh my gosh, it's time. It's time to do something. And it alerts you that it's time to get up and do something. It's time to move. It's time to do the thing you planned to do. And that is absolutely needed in business. So today on the podcast, I just wanted to ask you, when's the last time you felt that way? And if you haven't, what are you going to do about it?
Hey, my beautiful people. The message of waking up and showing up is yours for the taking. In fact, it's completely free. All you got to do is take this quick action. I've recorded my entire audiobook and I'd love for you to consume it between episodes. Head to marcybarker.com to get instant access to the accountability code, Wake Up and Show Up.
So let's talk about 3 actionable steps you can do right now to channel that nervous, excited moment. And let's call it momentum, because when you feel that way, things are coming. All right, number 1, I want you to think about the time that you felt nervous/excited. What was the situation? What were you doing? What were you thinking about doing? What was something that you were excited to take on? And think about your experience there. Was it good? Was it bad? What did you learn? Because when you do something new, that's how you get out of your comfort zone. That's how you recognize how you can stretch. And that's how you begin to believe that more is available to you and you just have to go and get it. The second actionable step that you can do right now is to create your own 5:55 alarm. I think I've talked about this in other podcast episodes, but just like my clock says 5:55 and my hoodie say 5:55, my phone alarm goes off every single day at 5:55 to count my blessings. And when it goes off, and if I'm with my family, all of us go around the car or the dinner table and we count 3 different blessings that we're grateful for. So I want you to create your own alarm. You can do it at 5:55 if that's a convenient time, or if it's a time that you're generally able to take a minute to do something. But set a reminder that pushes you to do something, whether it is to count your blessings or go live on social media or make a post or go kiss your spouse. Like whatever it is, that alarm is the same feeling or emotion or trigger of like, okay, it's time to do something and I'm just going to go and do it. Whether you're nervous or excited, you have to create that opportunity for you to step out of your comfort zone and grow. All right, the third thing is find accountability. I cannot stress this enough. Having accountability is so important because you actually have to answer to the things that you're doing. But what is amazing about having accountability is that you get to talk through that nervousness and talk through that excitement with somebody who gets it. That's probably one of the coolest parts about the community that I've built is women feel that way. They feel like they're not alone. They feel like somebody understands them and they feel like nothing is TMI because everybody else in the room understands what it's like to build something and to get out of your comfort zone and to go try new things for the sake of growth. So if you guys need accountability, you're definitely in the right place. And remember, I only do my Accountability Accelerator 2 times a year, and it's coming up in about a month. So you guys can always book a call with me. You can go to bossminded.com and chat with Marcy, or you can go to marcybarker.com and book a call. I want to help you through that nervousness and excitement. And, one of my daughters is like, oh, aren't you going to get a lot of business from tomorrow? And I said, you know what? I hope I do, but it doesn't matter if I don't because it's fun for me. And fulfilling that nervousness and excitement, that's all part of the journey. That's not the outcome. We're not shooting to feel that more often. We're shooting to utilize those feelings to do something bigger, to do something better. So here's what I would love for you to do. I want you, you can take a screenshot of this podcast, put on social media and tag me. I want to know, what's the next thing that you're doing? What's the next thing that you're leaning into? What's the next thing that you're nervous about? What are you excited about? Because I want to help you take action, but I also want to honor the feeling of where you're at. Being nervous and excited in business is a very good place to be. And it's the catalyst for big things happening and lessons to be learned and new results to be had. So I want you to know if you're nervous and excited, you are exactly where you need to be. And I'm here to support you in that. So good luck this week. Let me know what you're working on. And I'll see you next week for another episode of Your Loving Kick in the Pants.
Thank you for listening, friends. If you got value out of this episode, I would love for you to drop a review or share this with a friend. Let's be real. Let's spread the word because we all know someone who could use your loving kick in the pants.